For the first time in Connecticut high school girls ice hockey history, welcome to M&T Bank Arena on the campus of Quinnipiac University for the 2023 Connecticut State Championship. Tonight, the top-seeded Darien Blue Wave will look to add to their collection of championship hardware, but in their way stands the second-seeded Nighthawks of the Avon Co-op. Hi, everybody. Joining alongside my broadcast partner, Connor Fagan. I'm Braden Shank. And Connor, it's the Fairfield County's premier team, Darien Blue Wave, going against the Central Connecticut top dogs, the Avon Co-op Nighthawks, from one of the best venues in the Nutmeg State.
Yeah, Braden, this venue is like no other that the Wave have seen. Quinnipiac here, just such a great venue. Both hockey teams for Quinnipiac, very skilled. The women's the number 8 in the country, the men's number 2. Last year we saw the boys hockey team play the state championship here and the loss in the CHSGHA tournament, but making it all the way to the state final.
The first ever time this game held inside the M&T Bank Arena here in Hamden, Connecticut. 12 teams started their journey to Quinnipiac a couple weeks ago, and now we are down to just 2. The top-seeded Darien Blue Wave getting here via the ETB Storm, and Avon taking down New Canaan en route to the state championship. But again, a tournament that started with 12 teams, and these are the 2 ones left.
Yeah, Braden, you know, both players here just have to remind themselves that they're just playing hockey, especially with this big of an atmosphere and this big of a venue. They've just got to stay locked in and not take their head and get in their own heads.
Darien, they come into this game 2-1-2 on the season, and Avon comes in with something on their resume that no other team in the Nutmeg State can say, and that is they handed a loss to Darien this season. That one loss to Darien comes from Avon by the final of 7-6, and here are the highlights from that game. Good puck movement, and that's in. Good pass, here's Avon on the look, the one-on-one rush, the shot, and it's in! To Reynolds, overshoots her, Donovan shorthanded, is gonna go on the rush. Chelsea Donovan, one-on-one, shoots, and gets it in!
Sweet goal by the Avon Co-op, right in the 5-hole, and
goes top shelf on Catherine Kahn, and the Nighthawks have themselves a lead.
And wow, the Avon Nighthawks striking on that power play.
There's an opportunity, and that's it! It's stolen away. Reynolds, the shot, she scores! For play goal. Darien's gonna try to mount the comeback with 5:32 to play.
If not, well, we did see 8 in the last time that they met.
There's another one. Make it 10. Over to Kellogg. Sarah Kellogg. She had one against Avon in the first meeting. And she 2 assists. There she scores. I am in disbelief. The impossible comeback. And Darien has tied us up. Continues. Holmes puts it in. And with 43 seconds left, Holmes silences Darien and puts up goal number 7. The upset of the century. The offensive shootout ends with Nina Holmes picking up the interception and giving Avon the 7-6 win. Still one of the greatest girls ice hockey games I have ever seen. That was Avon taking down Darien by the final of 7-6. And the Avon Co-op team, they will look to replicate that performance. Avon, a team made up of 10 different high schools in central Connecticut. Connor Fagan, that is quite the accomplishment, but 6th-year head coach Mike Carrera has found a way to rally up his squad, led them to the 17-3 regular season, the CCC Conference Championship, and now in their first ever state championship bid.
Yeah, Braden, you can expect a lot of goals in this game based on what we saw last time with that 7-6 victory by Avon. And I think we're really going to need to pay attention to some key Darien players, as well as some Avon players as we go through. Darien's first line, I mean, you know, the top 3 with Chelsea Donovan, Kelsey Brown, Natalie Beach. Brown and Donovan, both senior captains, have had a lot of goals of this year.
They have indeed. That's going to be the lethal duo, lethal trio for Jamie Tromp's squad if they want some goals here tonight. It's the Nighthawks in the Wave for the 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Ice Hockey State Championship, and for the first time inside the M&T Bank Arena. Starting lineups, national anthem, and the puck drop coming right up on the DAF Media Network.
The head coach of Southern Avon is Mike Carrera. And now for the home team, Darien High School. Starting on the right wing, number 9, Natalie Beach. On left wing, number 19, CHSGHA. At center, number 10, Kelsey Brown. On defense, number 16, Gretchen Edwards. On defense, number 17, Morgan Massey. And goal, number 30, Catherine Thomas. And the rest of the Blue Wave team. The head coach of Darien is Jamie Trotta. Here are tonight's game officials. The linesman is William Seward, and the referees are Simon Coleman Russell and John Casalucas. The goal judges are Ned Ferguson and Tom DiMartino. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
You hear the roar of the crowd inside the M&T Bank Arena, just about ready for battle between the Avon Co-op Nighthawks and the Darien Blue Wave for the 2023 Connecticut Girls Ice Hockey State Championship. And this is just one cool sight to see, Connor Fagan.
Yeah, Braden, really happy to be here. Just such a cool venue in general, and how amazing it is that we've got this type of venue at this big of a level.
Normally, the Girls Ice Hockey Championship held at either Bennett Rink in West Haven or the Darien Ice House in Darien. The first ever time the CHSGHA moved it to M&T Bank Arena, and I've got to say it's quite a big step up, but everybody loves it.
Yeah, especially from Darien Ice House, Braden, that small little rink compared to basically a full-on college hockey arena.
Jamie Tropsa, Mike Carrera rallying up their respective sides. Again, Avon's first ever appearance in the state championship for Darien. This is appearance number 8 all-time for Jamie Tropsa's squad. They have not won a state championship since 2018, looking to change that right here. Nicole Partridge ready, and the Quinnipiac Bobcats center ice. Kelsey Brown will go over and greet her for the opening face-off. Two fellow senior captains, Avon, Darien, a 2023 Connecticut State Championship on the line in Hamden. And we are underway. Avon controls the puck just past Schneider. Darien, they are in their home whites in this one, moving from right to left on your screen. Avon in the visiting blacks from left to right. Schneider behind the nets, just pickpocketed by Morgan Massey.
And right off the bat, Braden, some pretty solid puck movement from Avon.
Taking a look at our Darien Blue Wave starters in this one. Natalie Beach, Chelsea Donovan, Kelsey Brown, that first line that is lethal for Jamie Tropsa's squad. Then Morgan Massey, Gretchen Edwards anchoring out on the defense, followed by the senior netminder Catherine Kahn, protecting the pipes
for the Blue Wave. And then over on the Avon side for Mike Carrera's Nighthawks, he's got the first line trio of Bonfiglio, Partridge, and Schneider, followed by the defense of Doobie and Giavo. And then it will be the junior from Coventry High School, Sophia Ojala, in net for the Avon Nighthawks. Shot from the point on the grounds. Two high-scoring offenses in this one. Avon, a team that has scored 98 goals on the season. Darien, 113. So the goalies are going to be tested, and they're going to be tested early.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm really expecting just a lot of high intensity in this matchup and a lot of movement.
And icing will be granted to Ojala, and that's how we get started, just a minute and a half in at M&T Bank Arena. Darien, the top seed in the tournament, the 17-1-2 regular season record. The FCAC champions, Avon Co-op 17-3 on the season. The Central Connecticut Conference champions. Maggie Bellissimo on the face-off up against Maya Finelli for Avon. Two underclassmen going at it. To the right of Catherine Kahn. Face-off won by Doobie and the Nighthawks. Just past Reynolds. Edwards along the boards pinning her player. Reynolds gets right back up. Packed student section for this Avon Co-op team. Again, 10 different schools make up the Avon Co-op Nighthawks. That's Avon High School, Berlin High School, Coventry, Newington, Rom Academy, Southington, Watertown, Weathersfield, Plainville, and Lewis Mills, all making up the Avon Co-op. Finelli just pickpocketed by Sarah Kellogg. Giavo gets knocked down to the ground. Moskal comes over to aid. So far aggressive in this one. Reynolds looking for the centering pass. Bonfiglio knocked down to the ground.
Big hit right there from Morgan Massey, the senior captain.
Finelli looking to keep it in the zone. Morgan Massey, the Cornell-bound lacrosse player. Moskal the shot, stopped by the leg pad of Catherine Kahn. But Avon has the first shot in this one. And a big save by the leg pad of Catherine Kahn. Parker Crody now out to try to desperately clear the zone. Gretchen Edwards now. Darien looking for some offense. They've been playing the defense for the majority in this one. Schneider using the body. And the transition just past Crody. Dumping into the zone is Nicole Partridge, the senior from Weathersfield, All-State first-teamer. Big hit there from Partridge. Brown now turning it over. Shot from Moskal just wide. Beach coming over. She can't get it, but she does clear it out to the zone to Schneider. Skylar Ravosa forced to retreat at the junior defender. Now up to Kelsey Brown. Looking to get it to her first line teammate, Chelsea Donovan. Destiny McKinney can't get there. And there's McKinley. Lila Fiorita, the dynamic freshman now.
Great dangle right there.
Fiorita, 4 goals on the season, takes the first shot. The goal is wide open, but Ojala makes her first stop on the night. And now here comes Avon. Nina Holmes, she scored the dagger goal in the most recent meeting between these two. Just 40 seconds left on the board. Holm got the interception and sent one past Kahn, looking to recreate those heroics here in Hamden. Kelsey Brown behind her goalie, Kahn. Brown over, falling to the ground is Chelsea Donovan. And Avon going to dump it behind the nets. 3 officials on this game tonight. The first and only Connecticut High School girls ice hockey game in the Nutmeg State with 3 officials. As that's number 19 for Darien, Chelsea Donovan, just knocking it down ice. And the icing is called. 10:52 left in this opening period.
Braden, I think we've seen a lot of possession from Avon in their offensive zone in these first couple of 5 minutes. And Darien really trying to get something quick for a little cheeky goal.
Finelli and Bellissimo, 2 Cons left in the Avon zone. Moskal and Edwards getting pushed back by our official. Finelli resets. Bellissimo knocks it out to the open space. Maggie grabs it. The junior is committed to Yale to play lacrosse for the Bulldogs. But again, that will have to wait, just a junior. Morgan Massey pinned up against the boards with Finelli. Kaylin Reynolds comes over to aid. Reynolds, the sophomore from Newington High School. Doobie keeps it in the zone before it's pickpocketed. Here's Parker Crody on the rush. Crody quickly turning it over to the defensive likes of Emily Moskal. But Darien staying with it. Maggie Bellissimo Out to Edwards, keeping it in the blue lines. Edwards the shot, up high and off the Hartford Healthcare sign. Massey dumping into the zone, and offsides will be called just off the end of her stick. She couldn't keep it in the zone.
Fans, be sure to stick around during the first mentorship for the Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association's 2023.
Faceoff will go to the dot just outside the Darien zone. Nicole Partridge and Kelsey Brown on this one. Again, two senior captains for their respective sides. Brown chips it over. And Ravosa's going to need to retreat. Schneider comes surging. Bonfiglio on the interception. And McKinley can't quite get there. Avon forced to clear the zone. Destiny McKinley. Short pass finds its way to Nicole Partridge. Partridge dumping it off. Bonfiglio, big hit from Ravosa, stays right up. Again, it comes all down to this, folks. This one's for all the marbles. And Avon, they brought the student section. Connor.
Yeah, it looks like Hawaiian Day, Braden. They're pretty lively down there.
Hit there from McKinley, nothing called. Referees let him play on. Beach just falls to the ice on that one. Partridge looking to grab the puck. She can't get there. Kelsey Brown now chips it up off the side of the net. Oh, Jala makes the stop. There's Skylar Ravosa now to Natalie Beach. Behind the net, Donovan looking for the one-timer. Ravosa coming over. And once again, Avon will prevail. Scrum along the boards. That was Madison D'Souza, the junior from Southington. All CCC first teamer, and she forces over to Ojala for the frozen puck. 8:53 left in the opening period. Faceoff will come in the Darien zone to Ojala's right. It will be Maggie Bellissimo going up against Molly Reagan. So far, a 0-0 stalemate between the two. Schiavo behind the net. Only the fourth all-time meeting between these two schools. They met last year in the state semifinals, but now they meet in the championship, as that was a shot from Kellogg. Sarah Kellogg looking to do it again. Shot stopped by Ojala. Sarah Kellogg, 9 goals on the season. Had a goal against the West Haven Blue Devils in the state quarterfinals. Quite the dynamic sophomore for Jamie Trop's squad. Massey takes one off the boards. Her and Holm go at it. Carrera dumping it into the zone. And again, with 10 high schools, you got to assume that student section is quite loaded.
Yeah, I will say one thing I have noticed, though, Braden, is if you look at the bench of Avon compared to Darien, Darien's got a lot more players. So over time, I wonder if Avon can keep this stamina that they have right now in this pace of play.
Avon, a team that only really runs 3 lines or so. Darien runs all 4 lines, so a smaller team, but they have the depth, especially in that first line with Partridge, Holm, D'Souza, Doobie, and here's one of the other players, Maya Finelli, the freshman. Finelli slowing it down. Kaylin Reynolds comes over. Finelli, a freshman from Wethersfield High School, one of 9 on this Avon team. Skylar Ravosa. Short pass to Lila Fiorita. Donovan in the neutral zone. Donovan fighting her way off past D'Souza. Donovan the shot, stopped by Ojala. The goal's wide open and knocked away by the defensive likes of Kaylin Reynolds.
What a play by Donovan to keep that puck alive and continue into the offensive zone.
That was a golden opportunity for the Blue Wave, but the Avon defense turns them away, keeping us scoreless midway through this first period. D'Souza behind the net, over to Emily Schneider. Schneider, the sophomore from Wethersfield. Partridge now dumping it all the way along the boards, looking to get it to her teammate Bonfiglio. And Schneider had the look on that if she just received it. Again, the long risky pass is Kellogg. Will come surging off the bench, but icing calls. 6:32 remaining in this opening period between Avon and Darien in the 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association State Championship. Nicole Partridge Maggie Bellissimo on the faceoff to the right of Catherine Kahn in net. Doobie using the backside of her stick. Schneider goes sliding to the ice. Partridge being pinned up against the boards by Massey. Schneider now looking to get the outlet pass. Can't quite do so. Doobie applying the pressure. Partridge and Crody up against the boards. That's Schneider coming over to help. Emily Schneider, the shot. Stopped by the defense of Gretchen Edwards. Edwards now, the senior captain, taking it into the neutral zone, rifles a shot from blue line. And frozen by Ojala. Sophia Ojala, she made 23 saves in the semis win against New Canaan, and she is already up to, what is that, 6 or 2? I don't know, it says 2 and 5 on the scoreboard. I don't know how you know which side is for which.
I believe Darien has 2 shots and Avon has 5.
You would interpret it as it's closest to the team logo?
Well, look on the left side. We're looking at the scoreboard here, folks.
I'm wrong on that. My apologies. Apparently, I don't know how to read a Jumbotron. And Ojala, the goal's wide open. Brown, and she scores!
Brown.
Kelsey Brown puts Darien up 1-0. Ojala made the initial save, but Kelsey Brown was there to give Darien the lead.
Braden, what a goal. Ojala just let that puck slip right past her. And Kelsey Brown, the senior captain, takes that opportunity and puts that one in the back of the net.
Kelsey Brown scoring goal number 34 in her career, 17 on the season, and she gives Darien the lead. It took it till shot number 7, but finally, Darien gets it done. Kelsey Brown, the senior captain, in her final game in a Darien jersey, making quite the impact.
Yeah, that was a huge momentum swing, Braden. It seemed like we saw Avon having most of the intensity and energy of the game, especially with those long possessions in their offensive zone, but the Wave coming back and striking the first goal of the game.
Face off to Ojala's left. It will be Kelsey Brown and Regan.
Goal scored by number 10, Kelsey Brown. The assist to number 9, Natalie Beach.
Beach credited to the assist.
21 seconds. That's Brown from Beach at 9:21.
Just like that, Avon finds themselves down, but this is where Mike Carrera's squad makes their money here. They are a scrappy team that scores goals, 98 on the season, and they are undefeated when they score 3 or more goals in a game. So if Avon can get their offense rolling here, apply some pressure to Catherine Kahn, we might have ourselves a ball game here tonight on this Wednesday night.
Yeah, Braden. Really excited to see that this one finish out.
Kellogg can't quite get it. This one's trickling its way all the way down zone. Massey coming over. No icing on it. Morgan Massey, the hard pass all the way out to no receiver. No man's land, if you will. And icing called. How big is that first goal for Darien, Connor?
You know, Braden, as I said, that really just changed the entire momentum of the game. It looked like our first initial thoughts on it. It looked like Avon was going to have full control. But right as Darien got that scrappy goal, it seems the tides have turned a lot.
Face-off coming to Catherine Kahn's right. Maggie Bellissimo and Maya Finelli on it. Face-off will clear its way out to the neutral zone. Schiavo forced to retrieve it. Nighthawks looking to use the student section. Finelli. Tripped up by Edwards. There's the delayed penalty. Ojala's going to skate off. Avon's looking to get the extra skater out, but then Kellogg will touch it, and Avon will go up on the 2-minute power play.
The Wave going to have to play some defense right here, and Avon's looking to capitalize on this opportunity. They got 2 minutes with a player up with 4 minutes left in the period.
So Gretchen Edwards will be sent to the box with a 2-minute minor penalty and a golden opportunity presented to the Nighthawks of Avon Co-op here. They have the extra skater, and Catherine Kahn better be ready in that post. 4:20 left in the opening period. 2-minute power play for the Nighthawks. And a good clear by Darien to start right there. 2-minute tripping penalty to Gretchen Edwards. That's not what you like to see, a solid senior defender go down like that. But now Nicole Partridge has some room. She takes the shot, rifles it just high. Bonfiglio looking to get the rebounds. Massey along the boards with Reynolds. Clears it all the way down. Icing is okay in the 2-minute power play. So Darien, that's going to be their strategy.
Yeah, Brandon, I think this power play kill so far in the first 40 seconds of it has gone pretty well for the Wave, as they're just dumping it back into Avon's defensive zone.
Darien has scored their fair share of shorthanded goals this season. They might look to get one right here in the late half of this first period. Here's Chelsea Donovan, the lead goal scorer. Moskal grabs the rebound. Emily Moskal looking to clear it out. Collision between Reynolds and Donovan. Partridge to Bonfiglio, intercepted from the freshman Lila Fiorita. Again, Fiorita making her impact known just as a freshman on this Darien team. As Avon will set right back up on the power play attack. Partridge makes the nice move. Pass over to Bonfiglio. She's got some space. Chiaffo loses it to the zone. Maggie Bellissimo on the rush. Here comes the Darien junior. Bellissimo losing it off the skate of McKinley. Destiny McKinley, the freshman from Berlin, making that stop. Whistle will be blown. Offsides called against the Nighthawks.
The Wave with just 25 seconds to go to kill this power play.
Still in the early goings. They will take a first intermission here in this one. Only for the championships they do that, but they will be recognizing the all-state team at intermission, and these teams will get their 15 minutes to rally up their troops for Mike Carrera and Jamie Tropsa. Face-off won by Chiavo and the Nighthawks. Doobie past her stick. Dumps it off into the zone. Massey. That should just about kill the power play with only 15 seconds left. Avon needs some late magic if they want to convert on the power play. Chiavo. Pass over to Bonfiglio. And Gretchen Edwards will be freed from the box. Both teams back to even strength now as Parker Crody comes surging out. Crody, another underclassman talent for Jamie Tropsa's squad, a sophomore, one of 8 of them on this team. And there's the freshman Maya Finelli, dumping it behind the zone. Fiorita comes to grab it, but Holm is there. D'Souza. Just dumping it off into the zone. And Connor, this was a game that Avon controlled the puck to start this first period, but it's been all Darien ever since.
Yeah, Braden. Avon did control the puck, but only having 2 goals on it.
Natalie Beach the shot, stopped by Ojala. Sorry to cut you off there, partner.
No worries, just saying that Avon has had most of the control, but they've only had 2 shots on net compared to the Wave's 8 shots.
And I believe those were the first 2 shots of the game.
Yep.
Kellogg dangling her way, intercepted from Partridge. Partridge using the boards to Bonfiglio. Bella Bonfiglio looking to use the speeds, turned away by Lila Fiorita. One-timer and it's in! Emily Schneider converts on the pass from Bonfiglio, and we are tied up at 1.
What a game, Braden. Avon putting in 1 more goal with just a minute left before this period ends.
Emily Schneider, the sophomore from Weathersfield High School, puts the Nighthawks on the board off a beautiful pass from Bella Bonfiglio.
What a goal, and that's so huge for the Avon team, especially with just 1 minute left to play in the first period. They're going to have their heads held high going into the locker room.
Schneider gets the hugs as she comes off the bench. Emily Schneider, the goal for the Nighthawks. 1 minute left in the opening period, but the Avon sophomore coming up big. It's actually Partridge they credited the goal to.
I don't know if they got that one right, Braden.
We'll check on that. I thought it was Schneider.
Yep, looked like Schneider.
Nonetheless, Avon gets the goal, and with only A matter of seconds left. Trip there, and there's the delayed penalty, as that will send Maya Finelli to the box on a 2-minute penalty. So Darien will have some life to start off the second period.
Yeah, the Wave with 1 minute and 45 seconds of power play when the second period starts.
So that will send Finelli to the box on a 2-minute minor penalty. Avon's first, and giving Darien their first power play look on the night. Puck is dropped in the Darien zone. Chelsea Donovan. Now one's going to clear out to the neutral zone. As Mike Carrera will watch the scoreboard. Nina Holm looking to put some last stamina into it. And this will take us to the end of the first period. We are tied 1-1 in the M&T Bank Arena in the 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association State Championship. Connor, Avon, they got off to the hot start, the first 2 shots in the game, but then it was all Darien in the later half before Avon surged, tying us up at 1.
Yeah, the Wave getting a nice garbage goal. Kelsey Brown finding her opportunity and taking it, and Avon coming right back with what we believe is Schneider with the goal. But like I said, Braden, both teams having their heads held high. Good hockey on both sides.
Don't go anywhere, because there is going to be a special ceremony at the end of this first period and in this intermission. They're going to recognize the 2023 Connecticut High School All-State first team for hockey, and all those players are here from all 21 teams in the Nutmeg State. They will be recognized, so don't go anywhere, because that ceremony coming right up on the DAF Media Network.
Coaches Association and selected by the girls ice hockey coaches representing all 89 Connecticut high schools which sponsor the sport of girls ice hockey in conjunction with the CHSGHA, the governing body for girls high school hockey in the state of Connecticut. At this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the ice, where CHSGHA Executive Committee member Frank Useglio and Advisory Board member Aaron Payne will recognize the All-State team. We will first recognize the All-State second team. Please welcome from Northwest Catholic forward Shannon Aubie. From Hamden, forward Jada Broccoli. From Simsbury, forward Thora Clark. From Guilford, defender Kimberly Evans. From Mercy, forward Mackenzie Kelly. From Darien, defender Morgan Massey. From Simsbury, goaltender Kelly Maggio. From Sacred Heart, defender Julia Montano. From Southington, forward Emily Moskal. From Stanford, forward Paige Tuchardi. And from Hall, forward Annie Woods. And now, our All-State first team from Darien, forward Natalie Beach. From New Canaan, defender Amanda Benson. From Weathersfield, forward Bella Bonfiglio. From St. Joseph, defender Kendall Conley. From Darien, forward Chelsea Donovan. From East Catholic, goaltender Kelsey Koval. From Glastonbury, defender Kate McKiernan. From Weathersfield, forward Nicole Partridge. From Sacred Heart, forward Juliana Pimpar. And from Brantford, defender Ariana Wilson.
A big congratulations to the honorees of the 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association All-State first and second team. Those are the names right there of all the honorees. A lot of them out here playing in this game tonight. And now we go back down to the ice for the Player of the Year from Darien High School, Chelsea Donovan.
From Darien High School, senior Chelsea Donovan. Chelsea, please come forward.
And now those are all the names for the All-State Girls Ice Hockey Awards for 2022-23. Again, Darien and Avon tied 1-1 at the first intermission from M&T Bank Arena in Hamden, Connecticut. We'll be right back with second period action on the DAF Media Network.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and they offered to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
Back on the DAF Media Network, awaiting the start of the second period in the 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association State Championship. Darien and Avon tied up 1 apiece after the first 15 minutes. Kelsey Brown got the Wave on the board 9 minutes and 21 seconds in, and then Avon responded with an Emily Schneider goal on a beautiful pass from Bella Bonfiglio.
Braden, the Darien Blue Wave with 8 shots on goal, more than doubling Avon shots of just 3. Avon managing to get 1 of those in the net, though. As we look right now, I see intensity on both sides, and I think that this energy has gone from one team to another. We opened up with Avon with a lot of energy, puck in their offensive zone, and that soon took a full flip once Kelsey Brown scored that goal with the Wave in control. And after that goal by Avon, now it seems that both teams are pretty even, so we'll see who takes advantage in this second period.
Now this is the big thing, Connor. Maya Finelli's going to skate herself over to the penalty box. She's out with a 2-minute minor tripping penalty, so Darien for the next minute and 45 seconds will continue on the power play advantage. How important is it for Darien to get a goal here in the next minute and 45?
I mean, that would really just start off their second period in a super positive manner and get the puck going for them. I mean, scoring right in the first minute or so, capitalizing on this player-up opportunity. It'd just be great for the Wave to get that off.
Regan and Brown on the Quinnipiac Bobcats to get us started in this second period of action. And we are underway. Again, the teams will switch sides in this period. Darien is still in their home whites with the blue numbering. Avon in the visiting blacks. Darien moving from left to right on your screen. Avon from right to left.
And Avon dumping the puck into Darien's defensive zone.
Edwards skating around with it to Brown. Kelsey Brown now across the Bobcat. Brown's on a rush. Just knocked away by Doobie. Caitlin Doobie, the senior from Southington, knocking her all the way down to Catherine Kahn. Braden Shank, Connor Fagan with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network for this coverage of the 2023 State Championship. Natalie Beach across the blue line. Beach met with the iron wall of Schiavo. Penalty will be called, and Natalie Beach will be sent with a 2-minute cross-checking penalty.
Yeah, Natalie getting the anger at the best of her right there with the cross-checking penalty. Just some frustrations that we saw. That's going to bring it to even for 47 seconds, and then the Avon will be a player up with about a minute and 13 seconds.
So 14:02 left in this second period. Shots on goal, Darien leads Avon 8-3 in that category, but for now, Connor, it's a 4-on-4. So 4-on-4 will start with Emily Moskal and Maggie Bellissimo face off in the Avon zone. Underway on the 4-on-4. Moving in around. Big hit there, Kellogg. Knock into the ice, Bonfiglio. Skylar Ravosa. A penalty assessed to Natalie Beach for hooking. Only a couple seconds remain on this Avon penalty. And just after that, Avon will go the power play on their side.
Yeah, it seems once Natalie Beach got called for that penalty, all the momentum from Darien went away. It almost looks like they're playing a player down right now instead of even strength.
So Partridge and Brown on the faceoff to Kahn's left. In front of the net, Bonfiglio knocks it to her right. Partridge now, intercepted from Ravosa. Finelli clears the box, and Avon now goes on the power play for the next minutes. Darien unable to capitalize on their power play, and now with Beach in the box, this is an opportunity for the Nighthawks as Destiny McKinley, the freshman from Berlin, skating around her own net with it. McKinley. Cross the ice pass to Partridge. Bonfiglio using the boards. Now Madison D'Souza. D'Souza, a field hockey player for Southington High School in the fall, also all-conference first-teamer as she sends it over to Kaylin Reynolds on the beautiful pass. Fiorita being met with Reynolds along the boards. Now D'Souza's forced to retrieve it. D'Souza just a junior on this Avon team. Behind the net. 2 seconds, 1 second, and there goes the Darien penalty. So both teams back to 5-on-5, the wraparound, and through the 5-hole, Nicole Partridge puts one on the board, and Avon has their first lead in the championship. Nicole Partridge adding to her campaign, and the senior from Wethersfield High School gives her squad the lead.
Yeah, number 24, Nicole Partridge, just waiting for that opportunity of Catherine Kahn, not paying full attention, and sneaks that one in on the side of the net and giving them the 2-1 lead with just under 12 minutes to go in this second period. What a goal.
Nicole Partridge, the all-state first-teamer for Avon, gives the Nighthawks a 2-1 lead with 12 minutes left in the second period, and now Darien finds themselves playing from behind.
And Braden, this is what we expected, a high-scoring game early. And I think we're going to have a lot more to come.
Partridge, the all-time points leader in Nighthawks hockey history, scored her 100th career point and 50th career goal this season for Avon. And she has started for Mike Carrera for 4 years straight. Connor Fagan in her final game in a Hawks jersey, and she is making the impact known.
Yeah, the anticipation for this game, Braden, is just so high. And the energy, you just have to, once again, remember that the players can't have their nerves get the best of them.
Brown and Finelli on it. Behind the net, D'Souza. Being pinned up against the boards by Chelsea Donovan. Kaylin Reynolds across the red line. Reynolds takes the shot, and Kahn will freeze it for her 6th save on the night. Partridge and Brown on the faceoff in the Avon zone to the left of Catherine Kahn. Partridge grabs possession. Nicole Partridge, the shot. One-timer for Bella Bonfiglio just wide. Bonfiglio had a goal in the CCC championship, looked for another in the state championship. Skylar Ravosa now in front of the nets, and Brown was looking for the finishing touch. The tic-tac-toe play, Brown couldn't find the back of the net. And now Natalie Beach one-on-one, she scores! Natalie Beach with the goal, and we are tied at 2. The Darien sophomore scores her first postseason goal, and it is quite the time to do so.
Braden, that tying goal started with Skylar Ravosa keeping the puck in the offensive zone, not letting it slip past or past that blue line. And the Wave passed it around, and Natalie Beach took her opportunity and made it at 2-2 to tie up the game.
Natalie Beach, goal number 28 on the season, the Darien leading scorer, and she knots us up at 2. You mentioned Ravosa, a great job by this the junior defender keeping the puck in her possession, giving it to Beach to show off what she does best. And that's exactly what Natalie does right there, picking up point number 71 in her career and goal number 2 for Darien. Unassisted, they give it to. Just 4 minutes into this second period, but we are back to a tied ball game, and this is very similar to the game we saw at the Darien Ice House back on February 11th. The back-and-forth battle, and both offenses come into play. Shot on the ground, stopped by Kahn. Rebound finds its way to Finelli. Doobie's going to skate all the way down ice as Ohala puts the left hand up, and she will get the icing called. And we are here inside the beautiful M&T Bank Arena on the campus of Quinnipiac University. This beautiful facility Built all the way back in 2004, opened its doors in 2007, and it is quite the venue for a state championship, the first time that girls ice hockey has moved into this venue for their biggest game in the state. And you mentioned the Bobcats having quite a season to remember. The men's team, what, second in the nation?
Second in the nation. The women's the 8th team in the nation right now.
Pretty impressive, if I would say so myself.
Yeah, it's quite the place to play hockey, I'll tell you that.
D'Souza goes flying to the ice. Kellogg looking to clear, intercepted by Nina Holm. Holm finds its way to Sarah Kellogg. She's along the far wing. Kellogg across the blue line. Kellogg will be tripped up. No call made. Looking to go the other way, intercepted by Massey. Again, off by that Bobcat head in the center of the ice. Holm going the other way.
Darien trying to set something up as Morgan Massey comes down.
Massey the shot, stopped by Ojala. Ojala, a product of the Simsbury U18 club team. A great goalie for this Avon team. A nice move from Bonfiglio. She'll be knocked down to the ice by Fiorita, no call. Refs letting them play on tonight.
The Avon fans not happy with that one.
John Kazalewski, the referee on that one, letting him play. His other officials, Sabaya Kama, Russell, and William Seawald. Or Seaward, my apologies, are 3 officials on this game tonight. Nonetheless, here's Avon. Associate captain Bella Bonfiglio dumping it into the zone. 2 of the 3 conference champions in the state of Connecticut in this battle. Wide open is Schneider. Finds us over to D'Souza, the one-timer behind the nets. Rebound just past the stick of Partridge. Now Chelsea Donovan, the Connecticut Player of the Year, to Natalie Beach, who scored the last. Beach stopped by the glove of Ojala, making her 10th save on the night.
Ojala with a great save. Beach didn't look happy after that one. But the puck will be in the Waves' offensive zone.
The junior from Coventry High School making the stop on that one. One of 2 Coventry Patriots on this Avon Co-op squad. Finelli and Bellissimo. Face off won by the Wave. Edwards, the shot from the point, and it's in!
My.
Gretchen Edwards using the screens, showing off the range. And Gretchen Edwards gives Darien the lead right back from downtown.
What a shot from way deep. That should be a 3-pointer. I mean, come on. What a shot. Great saucer. I think that went top right, if I'm correct. Putting the Wave up 3-2.
Gretchen Edwards, the senior captain, scoring goal number 7 on the season. And Ojala was just beat on that one. A great job, a team effort from Darien, screening Ojala so she couldn't see the puck. That was shot from the blue line, essentially, but Edwards finds it to the back of the net, and the Wave have themselves a 3-2 lead. Oh, the tables have turned. A game that Avon led 2-1 about 5 minutes ago is now 3-2 in favor of the Wave. And it's in big part thanks to the captain, Gretchen Edwards. And Edwards goes flying on the post, stopping play. This should be a 3-point line, though.
That would be pretty sick.
As Kahn makes the stop on that one. It's actually Reynolds going flying to the post. Kahn got out of the way of it. Smart heads-up play. Braden Shank, Connor Fagan with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network. DAF, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation, bringing you live coverage of the 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association State Championship from M&T Bank Arena on the campus of Quinnipiac University. Lila Fiorita shoots the puck all the way down ice. Ojala puts the left hand up and gets the icing. Bellissimo credited with the assist, but Gretchen Edwards, the 4th-year varsity player, scores her first goal since February 4th, and it is the biggest time to score a goal right there, making this game untied and giving her team the lead.
A drought over a month.
Skylar Ravosa behind the net, using the boards. Was looking for Donovan, intercepted from home. Lila Fiorita. Pass over to Kelsey Brown. Kelsey Brown over to Natalie Beach, one-on-one. Beach makes a nice move. One player to beat. She shoots, stopped by the blocker of Sophia Ojala. And the Darien section going nuts. Ojala. And that was stopped by the glove of Ojala.
What a great save.
Showing off the glove work right there, turning away Kelsey Brown, not once, but twice.
Yeah, Brown not giving up on that play after getting roughed up by some Nighthawks players. Gets the puck, takes 2 shots, unsuccessful. What a great save by Ojala.
Sophia Ojala, the second-year starter for the Nighthawks, showing why she is the only goalie on this roster for Avon, making 2 of the biggest saves of the games, 2 of the biggest saves in the game. And now Bellissimo and Partridge go back to work. Face-off won by Kellogg in the way. Kellogg trying to go to the side of the net, turned away by Ojala. Now Parker Crody from behind the net. Crody, the centering pass to no man's land. Kahn will watch it, no icing on it, forcing Massey to retreats. Chaos there, Nicole Partridge. Partridge off the skate of Edwards. In front of the net, it's loose. Schneider comes in to help. Still a scrum for it. But Figlio can't get there. McKinley dumping it off to Partridge. McKinley, the freshman, right back to Bonfiglio. Two evenly matched teams out here. Avon Co-op, Darien for the state championship. Nicole Partridge putting her body on the line. Knocked into the corner from Bellissimo. Massey shooting this one all the way down ice, and the biscuit will be frozen with 5:54 left in the second period. Who's that, some Kesha?
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty gas, though.
You don't know the music here?
I don't know. I just know it's the heartbeats of the drums or something like that. Ben Chulis dancing to this music at the moment, one of our DAF Media crew members.
One of our fabulous Darien High School student volunteers coming out to Hamden, Connecticut on this Wednesday night. Want to thank Ben Chulis, Liam Tomaszewski, Teddy Callery, Lucas Balanzano, Owen Heffron, and Andrew Olson, all for coming out on this Wednesday night. Our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew, in front of the net, off the post, and it's in! Number 35, Emily Muskell, gets the equalizer, using the post to her advantage. And Avon comes right back. We're tied at 3, folks. Emily Muskell on the goal.
Muskell, the senior from Southington. Braden, we were too busy talking about our DAF Media crew. We weren't paying attention. And what a goal, tying it back 3-3 with just over 5 minutes to go in the second period.
The Solvay Regional softball commit comes up clutch for the Nighthawks hockey team. And just like that, we are tied 3-3 in the pinnacle of girls ice hockey games in the state of Connecticut. Emily Muskell, number 35, with the goal. Now Beach looking to go on the rush.
Southington Avon goal scored by number 35, Emily Muskell.
And this is an Avon team that cannot be turned away. They come right back time after time again.
We've seen this with both teams, Braden. Right after one team scores, the other team answers.
Now here's the interesting part, Connor. Avon, they are 21-0 this season when they have scored more than 3 goals in a game. So the history
really
is on the side of Avon. They have not lost a game yet this year if they score 3 or more goals. You look at the 3 games they lost to Darien 7-1. They lost to the ETB Storm 1-0, and they lost to New Canaan 2-1. So when the offense shows up, Avon comes to play. And an assistant coach took that one. I believe that was Steve Wall on the Nighthawk bench taking it. He seems to be okay.
Yeah, he just ate that one.
The veteran coaching staff on the Avon side, led by 6th-year head coach Mike Carrera, assisted by Chris Carrera, Emily Strauss, and Steve Wall, who seems to be okay on it. Nonetheless, neutral zone face-off for Partridge and Bellissimo. They're laughing it off.
Looks to be okay.
Although Chris Carrera wasn't the one that took that. I'm not sure why he's laughing. And of course, the Darien dynamic duo, Jamie Tropsa, Gray Weicker, back for their 11th year on the Darien bench. Nicole Partridge, collisions all over the neutral zone. And the puck trickling behind the nets. Bonfiglio. Collision. That was Bellissimo sandwich between two Nighthawk players. Edwards looking to go all the way. Parker Crody still up. Crody the shot just up high.
And that one's going to look like to be a tripping. And I don't know if Crody got down and that was intentional. Crody trying to state her case to the referee, but it's not going to work. She'll head to the box. And the Wave will be a player down. We'll see what Avon does and tries to see if they capitalize on this 2-minute opportunity.
Parker Crody going to the box on the 2-minute minor penalty. The Darien sophomore comes out, and just like that, Avon finds themselves on another power play in the second period. Partridge and Brown on the face-off. Won by Partridge and the Nighthawks behind the net. Shot there, stopped by Kahn. Beautifully just pouncing on the puck. Darien's third look on the power, Avon's third look on the power play tonight. And a big one sending Crody into the box. 4:29 left in the second period. 3-3 in the state championship. Partridge and Kelsey Brown on the faceoff. Nighthawks win it again.
2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 25 seconds. That's Crody 2 hooking at 10:25.
Oh,
Big opportunity
Bonfiglio
missed right there.
was looking to convert on the empty, on the wide open net, couldn't quite do so. And Darien needs to kill the next 90 seconds on the power play, and that's a good start right there. Knocking it all the way down ice. Hit along the boards. Donovan the shot, stopped by Ojala, the goal wide open, and it's in! Scoring the shorthanded goal is Maggie Bellissimo, silencing the crowd, and Bellissimo converts on the shorthanded, giving Darien the 4-3 lead. Against all odds, the Darien Junior picks up the goal, giving Darien the lead.
Yeah, and Bellissimo did not hesitate to give the Avon fans a little wave right there on the boards. What a great goal. Darien's still down a man, or a player, but what a great goal.
4-3, thanks to Maggie Bellissimo putting goal number 5 on the season. Bellissimo, the junior for Darien, coming up clutch, but again, the power play is still in favor of the Nighthawks.
The Wave coming up with a goal shorthanded.
Bellissimo had a goal in the 7-1 victory over Avon, and now she can add to her resume, scoring a goal in the state championship. Doobie looking for home, intercepted by who else but Maggie Bellissimo. Now Schneider got us started on the scoring earlier today. Doobie skating around. Chiavo comes out of nowhere.
Darien goal scored by number 5, Maggie Bellissimo. The assist to number 19, Chelsea
Donovan credited to the assist.
12 minutes, 8 seconds.
Shots up high. Kahn watches it. We have seen 5 goals in this second period, folks. We knew it was going to be a high-scoring one, and we are not done yet. We still got another 15 minutes to play. Chiavo. Pass over to McKinley. Destiny McKinley off the blocker of Kahn. That was Schneider. That was Finelli looking to get in front of it. Past Moskal stick. Chiavo over to Moskal. Front of the net. Finelli getting tripped up by Massey. And Natalie Beach will ice it. Ojala will need to freeze it, and she gets a glove on it. And Connor, a big reason that Avon has been so dominant this season is 5 out of their 6 starters returned from a season ago. Last year when they took on Darien in the state semis, Ojala was in net. Holmes, Schneider, Regan, Chiavo all started for Avon. And now they're back this year, a team that only graduated 2 seniors, a backup goalie, and the likes of Shelby Little. So Avon didn't have much to replace last season. And the seniors have stepped up big as Ojala will freeze it. Miscommunication on it, and Darien's going to try to claim that Ojala never froze it.
Yeah, I don't think she did. I mean, the puck was loose, so as a player, you can't blame some of the players in the Wave for trying to get after that puck, Braden.
Let's take another look at this. Ojala doesn't have it. She says she has it. The refs blow it dead, but Darien was trying to plead their case that Ojala never froze the puck. Nonetheless, 4-3 our score remains. Brown and Finelli go back to work on the faceoff. I mean, the whistle very clearly signaled the play off. Doesn't matter where the puck is after that point. Brown gets right back up after the big hit. Finelli looking to turn it the other way. Kahn just knocking it to her right. Kelsey Brown turning it over to McKinley. Destiny McKinley losing it to Kelsey Brown. Brown across the blue line. Turning it over to the sea of Avon players. Great job by Avon's defense to collapse on Kelsey and turn it the other way. Reynolds just going to dump it into the zone. Sarah Kellogg getting checked up against the boards. Good hit from Schiavo, the sophomore from Watertown High School. Partridge still up before turned away by Bellissimo. Doobie overshoots Schiavo. Under a minute left in this second period. Bellissimo looking to get the momentum. Now there's Bonfiglio, 30 seconds left, and icing will be given to Catherine Kahn. That was an opportunity that Avon would have liked if Bonfiglio could have caught that pass. .9 remaining in the second period. Darien leads Avon Co-op 4-3 in the state championship. But again, there is a full 15 minutes left to be played, so don't go anywhere. You're watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. McKinley retreating the puck. Only a couple ticks left before the second intermission. Partridge looking to get some late magic. Donovan over to Ojala. She can't corral it. Ojala struggled to get the glove on the puck and freeze it all night, as now that's an opportunity off of the Avon defender, Reynolds. And that will take us to the end of the second period. 5 goals scored leads us to a 4-3 Darien lead after 2. And Connor, let's look at both teams in this one. First, starting with Darien, what went well for the Wave in this second period?
I mean, the Wave really didn't let the momentum take them away. I mean, being down 2-1 at a time in the game, they really weren't too worried about that, as the Wave scored 3 goals this period, and also a goal shorthanded, which is just pretty crazy how it is.
That was a real momentum shifter in this game. Darien went a player down, but they were able to convert on a shorthanded goal from Maggie Bellissimo. So now for Avon, what do you think the Nighthawks head coach Mike Carrera, what do you think the topic of discussion is going to be in their halftime locker, in their intermission locker room?
I think Avon really just needs to replicate that energy that we saw at the beginning of the game. I think from the time, especially the second period, to looking at them at the beginning of the first period, I think that it's a totally different team. In my first evaluation, I thought that the Nighthawks were just going to blow this game away with how much they had the possession and how much they were keeping it in their offensive zone.
4-3, Darien leads Avon. We still have 15 minutes left to be played and a state champion to crown. You're watching the DAF Media Network. Don't go anywhere, because we will be back with third period action between the Wave and the Nighthawks in the 2023 Connecticut Girls Ice Hockey State Championship.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police dropped a gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and they offered to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
You're watching the 6th all-time Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association State Championship between Darien and Avon Co-op. The Wave controlling a 4-3 lead. Again, what's at stake? A state championship is what's at stake. Darien has not won one of those since they took down the Suffield Co-op Wildcats back in 2018. But for Darien, this is their 6th consecutive chance at a state championship, fallen short to New Canaan in the past 2 years. Last year, 3-1, or 4-3, I should say, in triple overtime. They fell to the Rams, and that game played at the Darien Ice House. A step up this year inside the M&T Bank Arena.
Yeah, Braden, especially with this Avon team as well. This has almost been a 2-year journey to get to the M&T Bank Arena and be in the state championship. As we talked about, only 2 seniors on the team last year. So these players have known each other for a very long time, and they've built this team up to be where they are today.
The 5th time the CCC and the FCAC have met in a state championship, and one of these teams is just 15 minutes away from being crowned the Queens of the Nutmeg State. Bellissimo Partridge and the center Bobcat, and we are underway in the 3rd period. The team switched sides for one final time in this one. Avon in the visiting blacks with the blue numbering, left to right on your screen, reading Hawks across the chest. Darien in the home whites with the blue numbering, reading Wave across the chest, moving from right to left on your screen. Braden Shank, Connor Fagan with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network. DAF, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation.
And Braden, a step up in the DAF Media program. It's the first time we are broadcasting a state championship at a college arena.
That is a good point. I believe only the 3rd time DAF has broadcasted, or 4th time DAF has broadcasted a state championship. But Parker Crody now the one-on-one break, stopped by Ojala. Parker Crody was looking to add one to her name. Ojala makes the stop. Now Bellissimo on the rush. But in the past, DAF Media, we've traveled to Darien Ice House, the Bennett Rank, and Wethersfield High School to do state championships, but none of those are even close to the level of M&T Bank Arena here on the campus of Quinnipiac University.
Yeah, just want to thank all of our viewers of how this program has grown over the years.
I know me and you, Connor, both seniors. This is quite a way to end out our hockey careers here inside of the M&T Bank Arena.
Definitely.
Where are you going to be off at? Alabama next year?
Yeah, Alabama. You'll be at VTech. So
I don't think either of those teams have or either of those schools have a hockey team.
No.
So
no way. Maybe club hockey.
But nonetheless, M&T Bank Arena, quite the sight here inside of the campus of Quinnipiac University. Quinnipiac, the highly ranked men's and women's ice hockey teams, their basketball teams down in St. Peter's playing in the MAC basketball tournaments, looking to advance to March Madness. But for high school kids, this is the place you want to be in March for a state championship. The boys will take this place over in about 2 weeks for the state semis and state championship. The 2nd year, the boys have the M&T Bank Arena. The 1st year, the girls get the move up. Again, it's all the credit goes to the CHSGHA Executive Board, the chairperson and founder, Dane Street, Frank Useglio, and Al Carbone, the 3 members that are responsible for the entire CHSGHA. Knocked down to the Isis finale. Here's Skylar Ravosa. Offsides called as Chelsea Donovan was just across the blue line. Again, as we mentioned, Donovan was honored at the end of the 1st period as the Connecticut High School State Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah, big accomplishment.
That's a huge accomplishment for Chelsea in the season that she has had. 20 goals, 36 assists, 56 points for her senior campaign, capping off a beautiful 4-year career with Jamie Tromps's Wave. And she would like to add a state championship to the resume. Massey over to her fellow defender, Gretchen Edwards. Edwards had a goal in this one, a big one, putting Darien on the board. 4-3 our score. Again, Avon is 21-0 in games that they have scored 3 or more goals in this season, so Darien's looking to break that streak. The Nighthawks looking for some late magic as Parker Crody comes out of nowhere, giving it everything she's got. Ojala watches it to her right.
And Braden, I think we've seen a lot more intensity and pressure beyond these players, especially in this third period, as a lot of them, it's going to be their last high school hockey game. And that puck goes once again in the Bobcat the Nighthawks bench. While we've got a moment here, I just want to quick shout out to the Alini family who's watching at home. Dylan Alini, who begged me, and I mean begged me for a shout out, so he finally gets his. I think he's called me about 5 times and texted me about 20 times during this broadcast.
One of the many Darien faithfuls watching at home. And again, as you alluded to, Connor, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into this broadcast on this Wednesday night. DAF Media is a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. This production is produced by all studently produced by Darien High School students. From the announcing, the cameras, the graphics, and everything in between, I want to give a shout out to all the guys that are making this broadcast possible right now. Ben Wychulis, our director, Liam Tomaszewski on instant replay, Teddy Callery, our graphics coordinator, and Lucas Balanzano, Owen Heffron, and Andrew Olson, our camera operators, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Damian Andrew, our DAF media advisor, overseeing this entire operation. Braden Shank, Connor Fagan with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network.
And on that note, Braden, we also want to plug our game tomorrow. We've got house basketball championships for the YMCA. So if you're liking what you're seeing right now, tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Braden and I will be calling both those games. A little bit of a step down from a girls' actual, varsity hockey state championship. But if you're into rec basketball, make sure to tune in.
Again, that is tomorrow night, the Darien YMCA House Basketball Championships. Both of those games seen on the DAF Media Network. And then if the Darien boys win tonight, their quarterfinal game will be seen on Saturday. Bonfiglio losing it to Fiorita, just spiraled out of control and goes all the way off the Eli's board. Don't know what Eli's is, but they got a board here in the M&T Bank Arena. Now D'Souza. And this one out of play. Do they keep the pucks in a cooler?
Yeah, they do. Guess we've got pucks and cooler at the M&T Bank Arena.
That's interesting right there. Some guy went to pull out the extra puck, and he pulled it out of a cooler, it appeared. I guess that's one way.
Got to keep them cold, I guess.
That's one way to keep it moving. Pinned up against the boards, D'Souza and Kellogg. Parker Crody in front of the net was looking for the finishing piece to Bellissimo.
And Braden, this game gets just chippier and chippier as time goes on. Especially with the opening of this third period. We saw a lot more hits compared to what we saw for the rest of the game.
Now there's number 27, Ashley Hartz. Hartz passing it over to Holm. And an opportunity for Avon if she just turned around Regan.
Yeah, Regan, that looked like she was de-twigged right there from one of the Darien players, so she had to retrieve her stick.
Oh, and Holm was looking to finish it. Avon's getting aggressive out there. They want that goal. Ojala will get the icing with 9:45 left to play in regulation.
2 solid opportunities for Avon right there.
Face off in the Avon zone to the right of Kahn. Reynolds to Moskal behind the net. Check from Brown. Now Fiorita fighting off Schiavo for it. Beach keeping the progress going. Natalie Beach along the circle. Beach, the pass intercept by Ojala. Kelsey Brown put a good shot on it, but Sophia Ojala turns her away, making save number 16 and make it 17 with that frozen biscuit.
Frozen biscuit?
Of course.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one yet. No, I haven't commentated much hockey throughout this year. The Wave continuing to put shots on the goal with 21 right now. Avon trailing at 13 shots in the goal.
13 shots on goal, not in goal.
I said on the goal. I don't know about that.
We'll go to the instant replay on it. Partridge and Bellissimo on the face-off. Darien needs to clear the zone out. Massey will just dump it behind the net. 9 minutes left to play. Again, a state champion will be crowned. Darien will either be their 5th state champion trophy in Darien High School, or the Avon Co-op Nighthawks will get their first in program history. D'Souza knocked down to the ice. Refs let him play on. Which I've always wondered that. How does a co-op team share the trophy? Do they like cut it in half?
That's a good question.
Do they cut the plaque in 10 different ways? The shot there, Ojala! And it's
that
just
shot was
falling.
From Massey.
Ojala falls to the ice, corrals it, makes the freeze. But Ojala had to get her entire body on the ice to make that stop. It's a serious question, though. Do they cut the plaque?
I think maybe they put it in their locker room that they practice in. Or maybe their arena.
Ooh, maybe. I like that idea.
It must be like hell, you know, trying to organize pasta dinners. Traveling from all those different towns just to have one pasta dinner.
10 high schools make up Avon Co-op. Again, those 10 schools, Avon, Berlin, as Ojala from Coventry High School makes the save. Coventry, Newington, Rom, the regional Hebron, Andover, Marlborough School. Yeah, that's what ROM stands for. I found that out. Southington, Watertown, Wethersfield, Lewis Mills, and Plainville all contribute players to this Avon Co-op squad. And again, their home rink out of Newington, Connecticut, so in pretty much the center of the state of Connecticut. Don't think it can get much more local than that. Or much more center, I should say, than that. I think Hartford's in the direct center, but Newington is right there with Hartford.
I've got to say, Brandon, you do your research like no other guy I know, especially for commentating these games.
Of course. I mean, sad thing is I could probably give you 3 facts about all 10 of those schools
folks,
right now.
If you can look at these notes, it's actually just ridiculous how many notes and how many bullet points he has of each player, each team, each coach in each school.
Knocking it loose is number 10, Kelsey Brown. Brown skating for it. Chiavo will meet her. Carrera now coming over to aid. Crody off the bench. Parker Crody, the second-year sophomore. Crody's got some space. Falls down and takes one off the post, and the delayed penalty will be called and assessed for tripping. That's Doobie going to the box on a 2-minute minor penalty.
Yeah, Crody ate that one, hitting the post. Looked like that was head to post right there. It didn't seem like it looked good.
Crody appears to be okay. And just like that, Darien will get the 2-minute power play with Caitlin Doobie going to the box on a 2-minute tripping penalty. Face-off won by the Wave. They're looking to put this game to bed. Cleared out to the zone. Good clear by the Nighthawks. It's coming all the way down to Kahn. Using the stick to hand it off to Morgan Massey. Massey, the Cornell-bound lacrosse player. Shot from Partridge from the point. Stopped by Kahn. Bonfiglio out of nowhere gains it. Was looking for the wraparound defense being played by Edwards. Partridge on net. Stopped by Kahn. And it will be frozen. The Darien senior. And game number 17 for her this season, making the stop and making save number 12 on the night. And that was really the big question mark, Connor, coming into this season for Darien, the goaltender. They graduated the likes of Claire Haupt last season, the 2-year starter. Kahn stepped up, filled over the starting position, and has done a great job, made 12 saves in the win over East Catholic on Saturday in the state semifinals, and so far has 12 against the Avon Co-op Nighthawks in the state championship.
Yeah, Haupt was a very tough hole to fill after she graduated, and Kahn's done a great job this season.
Very different story for Avon. They knew Ojala was their starter. Shot there, stopped by Ojala. She freezes on it. They graduated their backup goalie a season ago. And
I told you, folks, Brady does every bit of research he can.
At least I try to. Brown and Regan on the face-off. Ensuing to Ojala's right. Regan knocks it away to her teammate. Beach looking to grab it. A minute left on the power play, so Darien will look to convert something, get an extra goal. A game that we saw 5 goals in the second period, 0 in the third period. Rare to see these offenses kept at bay.
And the Avon crowd doing the most they can to encourage this power play kill, as Avon's got 50 seconds left to kill it.
And that is going to be a killer. Natalie Beach going to the box on a 2-minute minor penalty. So just like that, it will go to a 4-on-4, and then Avon will get a minute on the power play.
I believe that's her second penalty of the night, Braden.
It is indeed. Beach was sent off in the first period, I believe, with a, where's my sheet on it?
I believe it was hooking.
High sticking.
High sticking.
And 58 seconds into the second period. And again, it was the same situation. Darien was on the power play, and Beach turned it over, forcing the 4-on-4.
Yeah, I mean, Avon did a pretty good, ooh, that was a close one right there. But Avon did a great job, killing that power play, and that could cause just some overall frustration for the Wave players.
Shot from the point, stopped by the blocker of Khan. The lane was wide open on that one. There was no screens on it. And that's going to be a penalty enforced on somebody. High stick called, and it's looking like it's on Morgan Massey. So Avon, their luck is getting just better here, as Massey will join her teammate Beach in the penalty box. And Darien will now need to get 3 skaters out there to try to defend the 4 Nighthawk players out there. Lila Fiorita, Chelsea Donovan, Kelsey Brown. Someone's got to come off.
They'll figure it out.
Donovan, Fiorita, and Ravosa, the 3 faithfuls for Darien. Looking to stop on Figlio, Partridge, Schiavo, and D'Souza.
As I've said, Braden, this game has gotten chippier and chippier, especially in this third period, and the refs have finally been paying attention to it and making some calls.
So again, it's a 5-on-3 for Avon.
And a great job right there from the Wave working on this power play kill with only 3 players. And now it's a 5-on-3.
So Avon's really got their assets out there. Bella Bonfiglio across the blue line. Bonfiglio handing it back to Partridge. 45 seconds left on the 5-on-3 advantage for the Nighthawks. 5 minutes to play in regulation. Can Avon get some heroics? Knocked loose, Ravosa looking to grab it. D'Souza can't keep it in the zone. Offside's called. And that is a killer for the Nighthawks right there.
The Nighthawks have 32 seconds on 1 power play and 51 on the second. So 51 more seconds of playing with heavier strength and being a player up.
And there's actually a 2-minute penalty assessed to Partridge on that. So the penalties continue in this third period, as it will now be a 4-on-3. Partridge going to the box with a 2-minute minor penalty. Didn't see how.
This third period riddled with penalties, Braden.
So for the next 30 seconds, it will be a 4-on-3 in favor of the Nighthawks. Then Natalie Beach will be released. And then Darien, then it'll be 4-on-4 as there's Bellissimo looking to get it in the neutral zone. Moskal dumping it off. There's only, 7 players out there right now? Whistle will be blown.
Yeah, only 7.
I mean, it's like the NHL overtime rules, 3-on-3.
Yeah, 3-on-3.
But yours
looks pretty odd.
7 players out there as this faceoff will come outside the Avon zone. Again, for the next 15 seconds, Natalie Beach will be in the penalty box. And then after that, it will be a 4-on-4 even strength. But they got to get there first. Bellissimo, Bonfiglio just outside the Avon zone. Nighthawks looking to make the most of it. This would be a defining point right here. Only a couple ticks left. Reynolds behind the net. Kaylin Reynolds. Pass over to Bonfiglio. Bella Bonfiglio finds its way to Moskal. Emily Moskal. Natalie Beach comes out of the penalty box. Bonfiglio The shot deflected away and out of play off the stick of Gretchen Edwards, the senior making the stop. And only 13 seconds left until Darien will get a power play.
Yeah, and the Wave bench, you can hear them up from all the way up here, Braden. Just trying to encourage their players and keep this going.
4:13 left. 13 seconds left until Morgan Massey will be freed from the penalty box, and then Darien would get about a minute or so on the power play. Shot there, Kahn watches it to her left. Avon looking to slow it down. They have potentially one last shot on the power play before Massey comes surging out. And Darien, Donovan with it. Massey freed from the box. The Wave now on the power play. Chelsea Donovan stays with it. Donovan the shot. Just over the shoulder of Rojala, the rebound. The goal's wide open. That try and it's in. Parker Crody trickles one in and Darien adds another. Parker Crody, the sophomore, looking to add the dagger. And the Wave converts on the power play with 3:49 to play.
That's going to be a really tough pill for Avon to swallow right there. I mean, 5-3, a 2-goal lead with just 3 minutes and just under 50 seconds left. Avon really going to need to cook something up.
Natalie Beach, number 9, I believe, was given that goal. The other Darien sophomore. We'll await official word, but I believe that was Natalie Beach putting up her second.
And Braden, that could have been the nail in the coffin right there.
Partridge freed from the penalty box. They are going to go over and tell the score table that. But a huge goal for Darien. They now have themselves a 2-goal lead.
And how about that, Braden? Darien being able to survive with only 3 players on the ice.
Yeah, that could have been chaos, but Natalie Beach credited with the goal. And Darien now finds themselves just 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from a state championship. What a season it has been for Jamie Tropsa's squad, and they can just feel it, but they have to close it out first. 3:20 left. That was a huge goal from Darien. Natalie Beach, number 9, credited with the goal for Beach. Goal number 29 on the season. Again, she has been kept off the scoreboard all tournament for Darien. Actually, she scored against West Haven in the quarterfinals, but besides that, only 1 goal in the postseason for Natalie Beach, and she has 2 in the state championship to bring her career total to 46 on the young sophomore's career. And she still has 2 years left, Connor Fagan. I mean, that's the player Jamie Tropsa's going to go to for the next 2 years at the Darien Ice House and beyond.
Yeah, she'll be leading this team for a while, Braden.
Shot there, and Ojala will pounce on it. Just like a cat, freezes that one with 2:38 left to play. Braden Shank, Connor Fagan with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network. Darien just 2 minutes and 38 seconds away from claiming state champion trophy number 5. Avon looking for some late heroics. They had them in the last regular season meeting between these two. Can they do it again? This is where Mike Carrera makes the big bucks right here, folks. Can he rally up his Nighthawks? Schiavo loses the faceoff. Kellogg behind the nets. Now to Parker Crody. Darien in their zone. Schiavo finds his way out to the neutral zone. Kicked off. Just missing over the Bobcat logo. Massey. Past Partridge. Darien, they're just looking to kill clock.
The Wave doing a good job keeping it in their offensive zone as the clock ticks now just to 2 minutes.
Darien can feel it, the anticipation for the next 120 seconds. The shot there, Ojala freezes it with her puck and once again troubling the Corrales.
Yeah, that thing once again came loose.
And for the Nighthawks, lucky for them, Ojala comes back next year as a senior, the Coventry Patriots. So this young team might be back here next year, Connor. 4 juniors, 7 sophomores, 9 freshmen, although they graduate some big seniors with Partridge, Holm, Doobie, Carrera, and Bonfiglio. The list goes on. But this is a Nighthawk team that is very scrappy out there. and they know how to score when they need the goals. Minute 50 left to play.
Yeah, Brady, you can never doubt this Nighthawk team with how quick they are able to score and how much they can change the tides.
Kahn puts the left hand up. She is granted the icing with a minute 39 left to play. We're under 100 seconds left, folks. Start the countdown, if you will. No?
I'll give it to you at a minute.
Kelsey Brown, Maya Finelli, both teams number 10 on the faceoff to the left of Sophia Ojala. Puck is dropped. McKinley comes over. Destiny McKinley looking to spark a Nighthawk rally. Over to Emily Moskal. Past the stick of Finelli. Beach just going to knock it into the zone. Good kill by Natalie Beach. Scrum along the boards. Donovan the shot up high off the board. Maya Finelli now. Darien doing a great job pinning Avon in their zone. Donovan off the leg of Finelli. Under a minute left.
I think you can start your countdown right now, Braden.
Madison D'Souza will look to change that, try to spark a Avon rally, getting it to the leading goal scorer, Nicole Partridge. Sarah Kellogg along the Avon bench. Now Partridge looking to keep the Nighthawks in it. Partridge knocked away by Ravosa.
"25 seconds now.
$15 to play. 10. Darien can feel it. The hard-fought season, the empty net. Kellogg tripped up. And with just one tick left, for the 5th time in program history, Darien is the queens of the Nutmeg State. Jamie Tropsa and co. are your 2023 Connecticut Girls Ice Hockey champions. The dog pile on the goalie Kahn as Darien is the state champion.
Braden, what an amazing scene this Wave team has had. Bringing the flag out and celebrating that victory.
The 2023 CHSGHA champions are the Darien Blue Wave. Jamison Maher flying the flag around. Jamie Tropsa, Gray Weicker, they have themselves state champion trophy number 5. Mike Carrera and co. Their first time in the big game, not able to get it done. But the girls in blue and white finish out the season on a high note.
Yeah, Brandon, I mean, you also have to give credit to this Avon team. Just a 2-year journey all the way to bring it here at the M&T Bank Arena. And just what a great venue and great game this has been. With such high intensity, these teams both knowing each other.
Mike Carrera, Jamie Tropsa exchanged their handshake. Darien with the Wave Pride flag, skating around the ice, taking it all in. Your 2023 Connecticut State Champion. The first time since 2018, Darien has been able to overcome the hump. They fell in 2019 to New Canaan. They fell in 2020 to New Canaan. But finally, 2023 is the year of the Wave. Now the teams will line up on their respective blue lines. Ruthie Miller waving the flag, missed all season with an injury, but the senior brought the enthusiasm to all 26 Darien, or 25 Darien games this season.
Yeah, Ruthie got injured playing field hockey, I believe it was, and had troubles with her ACL and couldn't play her senior season on the Wave.
And now we will send you down to the ice with CHSGHA Executive Board Member Frank Useglio and I believe West Haven head coach Aaron Blake with the trophy presentation and medal ceremony for the Darien Blue Wave in the 2023 Connecticut Girls Ice Hockey State Championship.
Attention to the ice, where CHSGHA, Executive Committee Member Frank Usaglio, and Advisory Board Member Eric May will present the awards. Before we get started, please give a round of applause to both teams for a well-played tournament and state final. Our first award is the presentation of the 2023 CHSGHA State Tournament Runner-Up Award. The 2023 CHSGHA State Tournament Runner-Up Award goes to Sultan Avon. Congratulations to head coach and the team for a well-played tournament. Will the team captains and coach please come forward? And now let's recognize the individual team members of the 2023 CHSGHA runner-up Sultan Avon. Please come forward when your name is called. Number 1, Sophia Ojala. Number 2, Chloe Harkins. Number 3, Isabella Schiavo. Number 8, Kaylin Reynolds. Number 10, Maya Finelli. Number 11, Emily Schneider. Number 13, Leila Exantes. Number 15, Isabella Bonfiglio. Number 16, Molly Reagan. Number 22, Eliza Arami. Number 24, Nicole Partridge. Number 27, Ashley Hart. Number 28, Destiny McKinley. Number 35, Emily Moscow. Number 55, Madison D'Souza. Number 77, Nina Hall. Number 83, Caitlin Dewey. And number 85, Morgan Carrera. And now it's time to recognize the individual team members of the 2023 CHSGHA State Champions, the Darien Blue Wave. Please come forward to accept your championship medal when your name is called. Number 1, Jameson Mayer. Number 2, Izzy Hare. Number 3, Mackenzie Bulla. Number 5, Maggie Bellissimo. Number 6, Skylar Ramosa. Number 7, Emma Crawley. Number 8, Reagan Little. Number 9, Natalie Beach. Number 10, Kelsey Brown. Number 11, Ellie LaForce. Number 12, Ruthie Miller. Number 13, Kira Cardone. Number 14, Lila Maria. Number 15, Sarah Kellogg. Number 16, Gretchen Edwards. Number 17, Morgan Massey. Number 18, Mia Avalos. Number 19, Chelsea Donovan. Number 20, Sophie Haas. Number 21, Anastasia Zarulis. Number 22, Parker Crowley. Number 23, Caroline Young. Number 24, Kate Brown. Number 30, Catherine Kahn. And number 35, Isabella Lonergan. At this time, the CHSGHA presents the Girls State Tournament Most Outstanding Player. The recipient is from Darien, number 10, Kelsey Brown. And now, to accept the 2023 CHSGHA State Track Championship Trophy, would Darien head coach Jamie Trosa and his team captains please come forward? Congratulations to Darien High School, the 2023 Connecticut State Champions.
There they are, folks, your 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association State Champions, the Darien High School Blue Wave, under head coach Jamie Trosa. The Wave gets it done in 2023 and picks up all-time state title number 5. An impressive win over the Avon Co-op Nighthawks by the final score of 5-3. And Darien will end 2022-23 on a high note as FCAC champions and now state champions for the girls ice hockey year. And I want to thank the people that made tonight's broadcast possible. First, I want to thank Nick Soloria here at Quinnipiac for letting us use the facilities inside the M&T Bank Arena and the entire hospitality of this amazing Quinnipiac M&T Bank Arena staff. I want to thank the CHSGHA Executive Committee, the founder and chairperson, Dane Street, Executive Board Committee members, Frank Useglio and Al Carbone, for allowing us to stream this game tonight. And finally, I want to thank our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew, and our student volunteers, all Darien High School students, bringing you the sights and sounds in this one. Teddy Callery, Ben White-Chulis, Liam Tomaszewski, Owen Heffron, Lucas Balanzano, and Andrew Olson. Again, the Darien Blue Wave are your 2023 Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association state champions. They'll go home and celebrate, and you'll have to wait until next December for the start of the new year to see if somebody can dethrone Darien. So for our entire production crew, Connor Fagan joined alongside me, saying good night from M&T Bank Arena. I've been Braden Schenk, and this has been a production of the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Have a great night, everybody.